talking about? Light in your face.
Good evening, Kendra. My name's Karma.
What's your name, boo? Karma.
Pennsylvania.
Where you call me from?
35.
PA. How old are you? 35.
I'm an aspiring author. I'm a tax prep, and I have my own cleaning business.
Tax prep, cleaning business.
Ma'am, what? She said she is an aspiring author, have her own tax prep, and a cleaning business.
I got 2 businesses, Kendra.
Lord.
She said her name is Karma.
I thought it was Carmen. Is it Carmen?
I heard Karma. And if you got a name like Karma and you attired like this, I'm thinking stripper.
It could
I don't know. That's what I would think. I mean, just off the rip, if it's Karma with pink extensions and goddamn Bert and Ernie eyebrows, like, come on now.
And I just want to let the listeners know that this is not our audio doing this. That is actually Kendra's video, how she streams. And when it does sometimes have a lag.
I mean, most of the time it's a lag, and it's a forward lag. The guest is ahead of the question, so you got to kind of listen ahead of time to get the context and all this. It might be a little hard to keep up, but we'll try to keep you abreast and keep you following along. If we could follow along, shit.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
And an author? Okay.
Yes, I have 3.
Kids? 3 kids.
How
old are your 3
children? He'll be 18, and then my 2 youngest ones, they're 14 and 15.
Both are all by the same man?
I was common law married, but I don't know if that counts in your book.
That's a no.
No.
What's common
basically law? Like if you live with someone longer than 7 years, you're already considered married.
Oh my Lord.
You just don't.
Okay, I'm sorry to stop it again. Kendra don't know what common law marriage is?
She never ceases to amaze me, Queen. She
don't
never ceases to amaze me. Never ceases. I mean, I don't even know why I'd be so mind blown at the things she doesn't know.
Are you serious?
It's insane. It's insane.
People living together, shacking up, as they used to say. And different states have different things, like requirements. She said 7 years wherever she's from. I didn't catch that.
But the term is universal.
Yes.
The parameters might be different, but the term common law marriage at her 57 years old, she should know this. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna let it play, y'all.
Don't have the paperwork.
Okay. So you did when you how do you get common law divorce?
You just move out.
All right, we have a lag, so you have to wait 7 seconds before you respond. So we got Karma, PA, 35, a tax prep, cleaning company, and an author. Mom to 3 kids by 2 men, and she was common law married, and that is a marriage when you live with somebody for 7 years. How long did y'all live together for? Wait 7 seconds.
We lived together for almost 10 years. We was actually together for 10 years. So that was back in 2015.
Okay. They said, what state? This was in Pennsylvania. They said common law is not
right.
in the states. Okay. All right. All right. What's your zodiac sign? Wait 7 seconds.
Sagittarius.
All right. So we got Karma, PA, 35, a Sagittarius, tax prep, cleaning company, aspiring offer, her jobs. Mom to 3 kids by 2 men, was once common law married. What kind of man are you looking for now? Wait 7 seconds.
I'm looking for a guy that's emotionally intelligent. I don't even know how to put this in perspective because, like, you know, I'm a strong woman mentally and emotionally. So the dating pool for me is kind of like spiraled down because like you've been through something, like I've been through stuff, and I pulled myself out of it. I've healed myself. I fixed myself, and I just keep going through. Like I keep finding men that are mentally broken, emotionally broken, and it's just like if you're not ready to seriously date, if you're not really ready for a relationship, why do you get on apps or why are you trying to open yourself up to new people and you're not healed? And that's the problem I'm having. So I don't know. I mean, I need a strong man. I don't care about your spiritual background. I don't care about how much money you got. I just need to know that you are a man and you're strong. That's what I need.
Okay, so she wants a strong man. What are your deal breakers? Wait.
She looking for a strong man.
Strong.
He got to be emotionally intelligent.
What does that mean to her? Because the same emotionally intelligent men, they want to call them names like sassy and give them all these titles and all that. Oh, I don't know, what does that actually entail? In tune with your emotions or his? And where y'all finding all of these emotionally broken, battered, tattered men at? I don't.
She said
Man, please.
she on the apps, on these dating apps is where she found these emotionally broken, battered men.
I don't understand. Now, what I will say is that, okay, it seems, again, this is another woman who wants you to be over whatever it is that you're not over and get over all this trauma that happened in your life. But some of this trauma that these men are having to heal from come from the same women that, like you. Like if he had went through something, let's say, I'm gonna give you an example. He went through something with his children. That's a traumatic experience. Women don't take children away from women. So he might be dealing with something that's real deep and real stern on his heart. That doesn't mean that he's broken and he hasn't healed yet. It's just something that ain't gonna go away just as quick. So y'all just drop things and just never look back and just leave it, and it has no real emotional connection to you. Like y'all leave these men and just be, oh well, did I be with them for 10 years and it's just over in a day, you ready to just go on. Men, if we get deep like that with somebody, it's not just that easy to just separate. And if we're talking about children or other factors involved and things like that, not to say we more emotional, but when you get into a man's emotions or get into his psyche to where some things are on his heart, on his mind, it's not just that easy to just drop him and go be with you now. Like I understand women do that, but men don't do that. So maybe she should have a little more grace, or maybe not. That's her choice. It's all up to her. But just judging from what she's saying, she hasn't even really gave me anything. Like she's saying that they're all broken and like all of them are broken, but I don't see that. Could be wrong. I don't date men either, so I could be wrong.
It could be one of those things. You're not healed, so you're not attracting healed people. Like you're attracting yourself. So maybe it's something wrong with you.
Right. I can dig that. I can dig that.
Well, but she's about to go into her deal breakers. Let's see what those are.
What she's talking about.
7 seconds.
A Virgo.
Wait a minute.
A Virgo?
See?
No Virgo man?
I've dealt with one. When I say he was traumatized.
Traumatized. No,
you're gonna give,
I'm a Virgo.
You're gonna give that as a deal breaker for all men moving
No,
forward?
not really. I was just being funny.
What's your zodiac sign? You're a Sagittarius.
I don't get along with Sagittarius anyway. And in any event, I don't need.
Well, listen. Beyonce's a Virgo and Jay-Z's a Sagittarius.
Oh my God! Please stop it. Can we?
Did she just use Beyonce and Jay-Z?
She doesn't know anything else. That's her point of reference of everything.
This is a perfect match, because Beyonce is a Virgo and Jay-Z is a Sagittarius. That somehow that makes a perfect match between the two signs. I'm tired of y'all being into all the zodiac signs anyway.
For
y'all
real.
need to cut that out.
Y'all need to get out the woods
You're
with
not
that
gonna
witchcraft.
find no mate, spouse dealing with them signs.
You'll dismiss. Let me just tell you how ridiculous y'all sound. You'll dismiss a perfectly good man because of the time his mom and his dad had sex. Because that's all that your Virgo goddamn zodiac sign means. If my mom and them had sex in this month, I'm gonna be born in this month. So you're dismissing him just based off of that. All those parameters. Now there might be a monicum of truth to that, but it's not an overall. Oh, you a Libra? I can't deal with no Libras. That's ridiculous. Oh, we're not compatible. How you know? Who told you? Somebody told you that. Have you ever actually dated a goddamn Libra or whatever's the sign that you're not compatible with? Get out the damn forest with this witchcraft. Kendra's the main one for that. You all the stars and we're not compatible and we don't get along. And then she's gonna invoke the one thing she could reference that she knows like the back of her hand, another woman in her business, Beyonce and Jay-Z. She couldn't tell you what a common law marriage is. She's confused. Oh, what's that? But she knows Jay-Z and Beyonce's zodiac and how they're compatible. This is ridiculous, man. That's why we shouldn't. I'm glad we're doing this show because y'all worship this woman and she knows nothing. Allegedly knows nothing. Maybe she might be playing dumb. But this right here is ridiculous because he's a Virgo. I don't want no Virgos. Y'all need to stop that. You're gonna end up alone or sacrificing good men. I'm sure she's ran by some good men because he was a certain sign. She didn't want to deal with him because he's this and he's that. Like, stop, man.
There's only a certain amount of signs. So once you dealt with all the signs, who is it? Who's at fault?
Good point. That's a good point. Or moreover, see, I'm sure you're probably and here let's go to the reverse. You probably took on some real F-19s because he was a compatible sign to you. Oh, he's an Aquarius. Oh, we're matched. And he did you filthy, ran you through the mud. Left you right back here on Kendra's show because you didn't look at his character or the content of what he's actually doing, what's really inside him. You went to what sign the moon was born in and what part of the month. And get the man, please, man. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Women, stop dealing. Well, men too. If y'all deal with that, like I said, it's a little bit of truth. We'll expose that in the episodes to come. There is a small bit of truth, but you can't base everything off zodiac signs.
Thing I believe that what holds them on together strong is because that they are on the same level.
Talk about them. Oh,
I'm really not on the same level with a lot of men. I'm really not. I'm sorry. It's just like I'm fun. I I'm very inquisitive, so I want to know everything about you. But people lie. They don't have to. So it's like.
Well, let me say this. Okay, so you're probably not on the same level of the men that you're attracting. The question is, you want to attract a man that is on the level you are, that you claim to be, or higher. So we got to figure out, why are you not attracting those men? Because there are men that, well, let me keep going. What are some other, what's something?
Okay, if you are like constantly pillow talking, like if you're fast talking me, I don't like fast talking men. I don't like men that are so persistently like if you need public attention, if you're too friendly, I don't like that. Wow. I'm an introvert, so I like men that are introverted as well. I don't like extroverted guys that like to be in the limelight, be in the scene, because it's just it be too much. You know, I like to be at home. I like to do things, I like to go out here and there, but just the attention, I don't like the attention. It's too much. It's too much.
With red extensions, with reddish pink extensions in your hair, you don't like the attention.
Okay. She can't be serious. She cannot be serious. With these painted on eyebrows, you don't like attention. With these no edges, the attention is here on these edges.
They need some attention. The edges, they might need a little attention.
baby, you need some essential oils or some of that. You need some hair oils. Right. Some blue magic on that. Like lather it all around your head. Baby, you these locks of I don't know, is these knotless or knots? I don't know what type of braids these are.
Them red brandy braids is raggedy.
Right. They look like they have pulled every sense, every last piece of brain cell IQ out of your mind for you to say something as idiotic as you an introvert and a homebody and you don't like extroverted men. Like, what does that matter to you?
That's
if
what I was
out and about being friendly and you just, I'm an introvert. I like to be at home, but that doesn't mean, hey, babe, don't talk to nobody because I'm introvert. I want you to be introvert. What?
No, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
What is
introvert, extrovert? That's character. Like, that's his character. He's an outgoing, friendly. How you doing, lady? Talking yada yada, kicking it with the dude at the corner type dude. That's just what he is.
Right.
Like, that's his character. That has nothing to do with you. You don't have to be that with him.
Right. That's
but why would you try to stop him from being who he is? Like, that's his get down. Like,
so what does she mean about the pillow talking, fast talking? I didn't understand.
Pillow talking and fast talking are two different kinds of talking to me. Like, pillow talking is like talking about, like, oh, my boy did this, or, you know, I sleep with you, so I'm telling you all my people's business, or telling you things that you shouldn't know. That's pillow talking.
Right.
Fast talking to me is like he trying to run some game on you. Those are two different kind of talkings. I don't know. Maybe in Pennsylvania it means something different. I've been to PA. Shout out to my peoples in Philly out there, but I ain't never heard nobody use the terms like that. I don't know. She got me confused on that one.
I'm confused too. She said she's fun.
How much you fun in the introvert?
But you in the house.
Hey, how much fun can you have as an introvert in the house?
And you're inquisitive. You want to know.
Nosy. No, you got to run the things by her. That's what I get out of that. She need to know every stop you took on the way home. Like, stop.
This is red flag.
Just as red as them goddamn brandy braids. That's how red the flag is.
Red is whatever Kendra got on here.
That throw pillow. That throw pillow that she's wearing.
Whatever that is. And then she's talking about she can't meet men on her level. I think she has.
Me too.
You met exactly the men that's on your level.
You qualify for. Yeah. Right. I want to know what level you on.
Them broken, unhealed.
Right. What level?
Them F-19s and stuff you ain't met, dude. Until you elevate whatever you going through and get them braids out your head. I don't know about them eyebrows. Them look tagged on. I don't think you're going to be able to get rid of them.
Right.
It might take, I don't know what it's going to take for you to get them fixed. But once you elevate yourself, maybe you can, appearance and your character, I don't know if she's a good person or not. But once you get healed and all of that, maybe you can be on a different level and find different people. But, and I don't know, maybe she do got some brokenness. I don't know. Usually you attract what you are, like, you know, in a sense. Like, it depends. Like, you know, masculine attracts feminine, though. But
that's
true. That. But I'm saying, like, if you're not healed, you usually attract not healed people. Like, or a person that's going to prey on that. Like,
or when you put yourself in boxes, if you date the same types or you avoid certain types, you're going to keep dating the same types because you don't want to date half the signs in the zodiac chart. Inevitably, you're going to keep dating the same people because you got all these picadillos to keep you in the box. Oh, I want him like this. He can't be this. Or he could be everything you want, but if he's an extrovert and, you know, he's not introverted, then he's not for you. Like, you're putting too many on your requirements. You're putting too many, you know, filters. You're filtering it down so low. So, yeah, you're going to keep getting the same listings. If I go to Amazon, I put the filters to $20 to $25. I'm going to keep getting the same things that I'm going to be right there. I'm going to keep in that same little range right there. They ain't going to show me things that are $75 because I put the filter on $25. So if you expand your filter, get out of the Zodiac business and all this I'm better and he can't speak to people on the street, like maybe you would find a decent man or something like that. You can't control everything. This show is a perfect, just a you know, an exhibition of how women want to control every little thing. Like him being an introvert or extrovert, that shouldn't even be that shouldn't even bother you. That's his personality that he developed over his life. So he had to put that down to be with you. Or that's something that you don't like. That's insane. That's insane. But they do it all the time. So if you let go of some of those, you know, filters and I need to have this and that, maybe your prospects would be better and you would date a different kind of man.
Let's go back to something you said, because you know this is going to be, you know, dissected and people are going to talk about you not a lot of men not on your level. Were the two men you had kids with, were they on your level?
I'm gonna be honest, I was young and dumb. I'm gonna be honest.
To that question, the answer is no.
No.
No. So
can we pause
here's
right
just
here
real talk. So the men.
I'm gonna say this real quick. Young and dumb is not an excuse, and it doesn't absolve you from any of your requirements or the mistakes, quote unquote, you made, because you're gonna say you're young and dumb. Didn't even ask for an explanation. Oh, I'm just young and dumb. That's not an excuse. That's not gonna get you out of your problems or anything like that. And I don't mean you learned anything. You're not even analytical of the situation. I was just young and dumb. That's a piss poor excuse, and that you shouldn't accept little dumb answers like that. Like, oh, I was young and dumb. Did I give you a pass to do all this nonsense? Or now your requirements mean X, Y, Z when they didn't before? Take some accountability. And this is nonsense, man. She's talking a bunch of nonsense.
That you claim to be on your level now, they might be judging you for being young and dumb. Because the question now becomes is, why aren't these men trying to talk to you? And unfortunately, this is the unfortunate part. More women are judged by their past dating history than men are.
Why is that?
And the kind of guy that you want to date now, he might be judging you for your past, unfortunately.
Well, I agree, Kendra. I really agree. That's why I'm not judgmental. I don't judge people on their past. I judge people based on how they are carrying themselves in the present, going into the future. If you have done things, everyone makes mistakes, everybody grows up. But I mean, it all just depends on who do you characterize yourself with. As long as you come through with yourself and you know what you want, nobody can tell you about you. Period.
Oh man, this is funny. This is funny.
Y'all keep saying this. Well, I judge people on who you are now. Okay, yes, yeah, whatever. But I'm saying, when I say yes, I mean, did you learn the lessons? Whatever lesson that was needed to be learned from your past, did you learn it from the mistakes? If you learned it, then fine. Okay, let's go on. Because at some point you do gotta go on. Like the person learned a lesson. I don't think she had learned her lesson.
Me neither.
You would say it instead of saying I was young and dumb. You would say like, I did this because,
right,
or that's the mindset or the space I was in.
Right.
Like,
or I was at a low point. Like you have to take accountability.
Right.
And being young and dumb is not accountable. That's everybody. Everybody was young and dumb.
Right. We all been there. We all been young and dumb and made mistakes. But what did you learn from those mistakes? Because you're liable to keep repeating the same mistakes if you do not get the lesson.
Yep.
So, ma'am, what did you learn from these mistakes? The dudes that you picked to be your baby daddies wasn't on your level. What was the... Why did you pick
How
them?
do you discern what your level is? Or at your young age, okay, she's 35. She's got an 18-year-old. So we got another teen mom out here. So what level were you on at 17? That doesn't even make sense. Like, you should have, that whole question was just loaded. She could have said, I didn't know my worth. I could even respect that. But
Right.
what level were you on at 17 years old? For them to not be on your level or whatever was, I don't know what happened. They never explain. They just say I was young and dumb.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a go-to answer.
and as well, Kendra says something that's they judge women on their past more than men. And why would that be? Because as a woman, you're the one taking on the suitors. Men go up to women. Men court women. Men have interest in women. So what you did was took the pick of the men that had the interest in you. And if you picked wrong, that's your fault. That's not nobody else's fault. I might plant a whole lot of seeds as a man and try to get with, be with, have sex with a lot of women. It's if they're going to bite back. I picked a lot of women to have relations with when I was 20, 19 years old. But if they didn't return that, then it wasn't going to be nothing. The burden of choice is on the woman. She can go to her DMs or in her phone or whatever's the case, and she has a plethora of men to pick from. If you make the wrong choice, the accountability should be on you.
Just say that. Just say, I picked the wrong guy. I had the baby by the wrong guy.
That's it. Take accountability.
Just say that. How hard is it just to say that? I dated the wrong guy. He was just not. I picked wrong. Just
That's
say
it.
that.
That's it.
Does it hurt? It hurt to say that.
Right. And how do you get from
over there?
Thank you. You know what? I was in the wrong place. I was being fast. Say that. Because 17, 16, you was being fast. He was probably old. I don't know the story in general, but we could surmise what's going on here. So you was being fast. Yeah, you was in the wrong. Not he was, they wasn't on your level. What level were you on at 16, 17 years old? And there's another thing, like, it's not even about levels and where you are and all this and all that. Like, you have a choice. The burden of choice is going to be the burden of responsibility. If you choose to do something, then you should have the accountability, or you should be responsible for what happens on the back end. You made the choice. Ain't nobody take nothing from you unless you was SA'd. You didn't say that. You said young and dumb. You was out there doing the wrong thing and you got caught up. Don't just put it on some blanket statement and then act like these men couldn't measure up to where you were. You weren't nowhere. This is BS, man. This is all bull. Like, Kendra, you could have asked the question a little differently. And yes, she is going to get judged by her past, like most women and men are going to get judged by their past too. It might not be as harsh, but you're going to get judged, period. Like, that's it, man.
This is why, as young ladies, we have to operate and stay classy and act, be ladylike. So you won't be here at 35, 40 talking about don't judge me and I don't judge nobody. And
Stop.
I ain't really do nothing. You could be like, well, I've been living
right.
good. No, I ain't really do anything.
I didn't do anything to be judged.
Right.
Or anything you don't want to be judged by. That should be your thought process before you do it.
Right. I don't want to be judged by this, so I'm not going to do it. How about that?
That would keep you out the way. Don't do it and then act like nobody can judge you or you don't want the shame. You shouldn't have did it then.
Don't do it.
Just come on, man.
Okay. I'm a little blurry. I don't know why, guys. I'm on Wi-Fi. This is happening lately on Instagram, so I apologize for it. But
She need to get her stuff together.
Okay, so this is Karma, PA, 35, tax prep, cleaning company, author, mom of 3 kids, Sagittarius, no Virgo men. Does the man have to look a certain way?
I like my complexion. I do. I like my complexion if he's African American. I preferably like white men. I do.
Were your children?
Yeah, they're biracial.
Oh goodness.
Oh, they're both biracial. Why excuse me? Is your ethnicity a black woman? Tell me why you prefer a white man over a black man.
So you mean to tell me you went and found a white Pookie?
I don't believe it. With Pennsylvania? Maybe she did.
You found a white Pookie for your baby daddies. That you was young and dumb and you picked the wrong man that you don't want to admit to. But you found white Pookies.
But the carryover thing about that's funny. This is the funny part of it. You was young and dumb. You made all these mistakes, but you prefer white men again. You like
that's where you hit.
There you go. You on the hamster wheel. It ain't a mistake.
Right.
You willingly participating in fuckery. And when it don't work out, now I was young and dumb. I didn't know no better. No, you knew exactly what you were doing. You got 3 biracial children, two white men you laid down and had babies with. Now, I'm not saying you should disown white men. If you divest. But you don't think that this contributes to your situation? If you like men, if you got to be a black man, you got to be her color, which is high yellow. If you don't like dark skinned men or medium colored, caramel colored men or whatever's the case, you like them in a certain box. They can't be introverted. You're just picking the same type of man over and over again. You're gonna get the same results. You might have to expand your horizons a little bit, sister.
And I hate to stereotype, but you know, white guys are friendly. Well,
absolutely.
Hiya. How you doing? Howdy.
Absolutely.
It's good to see you.
Yeah. In a social setting like that, right, they greet you.
They're super friendly. Not to say black guys are not, but I'm talking about white men, how white men will walk the room and greet everybody and shake hands with everybody.
Definitely. Chop it up a little bit if he can. Right. That's how white men do that. They're not, it might be a facade. It might have false, it might be false, but they do that. They do glad hand you and greet you. That's what they do. That's for sure.
And she don't want a friendly.
And you don't want a friendly white man. So what do you want, sister?
She want a white man that can mean mug you across the room.
A white Pookie. Yeah, she want a white Pookie. White Ray. That's with a 1,000-yard stare, going to jail, prison tattoos, and all that. Come on now. White men do. And another thing, like, I don't know. This ain't adding up to me. It's not. It just ain't.
And I just don't. He gotta be a Pookie because ain't no corporate white dude coming out with you. I'm sorry.
True that.
He ain't taking you to no company events. He not.
And these dealings you had with your baby, your children's father, your baby daddy. I don't even feel comfortable calling a white man a baby daddy. That's stereotypical within itself. But your baby daddies, what happened with them? Did you leave them or they left you? Like, if this is your type and you get down, why you ain't over there? Maybe they got a little hint of what you really about and they stop messing with you. I don't know. I don't know. Something's missing here. And I'm not connecting the dots here, but I'm missing something in this whole little scenario. It'll probably come out for this video's over.
Why the white man don't want to be with you? A white left him, if that's your desire.
If this your get down, when you get there, why you ain't still over there?
Right.
What changed? What's the difference? Or why are you not trying to change your situation? So let's see. He can't be half the signs on the zodiac. He can't be dark skinned. Like, come on, man. Like, you putting yourself in a small box. He can't be an introvert. You got to be an introvert, not an extrovert. Can't be friendly. And can't pillow talk, and he can't fast talk. Like, you have a certain base of man that you're looking for, and you wonder why you keep getting into the same shit. Please, man.
In my dating experience, my common law married husband, he did treat me well. Like, I was never really verbally disrespected. And when it comes to the opposite, like dating black guys, it's more of a thing where it's like I'm treated a certain way versus a white guy treating me. And I'm not And I mean, I know that sounds confusing, but I've been dating. I dated black guys, white guys, Puerto Rican guys. I just prefer white guys.
That's a lot of guys.
She did all the guys. She did all the guys.
White,
Puerto Ricans, Asians, Dominicans,
guys. That's a lot of
SAs,
guys.
Haitians.
Oh, Lord. So, but then if your baby daddy or common law husband, he treated you good, he never disrespected you. What was wrong?
What happened?
Why you leave him? Again,
Why you leave him? Somebody can somebody answer that?
please answer that, because if he was so good, he never did nothing wrong to you. Why did you leave?
Why?
Home wrecking hussies.
Why are we at Kendra's looking for a new white man?
You had a little family over there, and he took you in, and he was a stepdaddy too.
And that's rare. That's quite rare.
He was a white stepdaddy. You already had a kid.
Or
and
two,
he took
whatever.
You, or right. Two. I just assumed that the 15 and 14-year-old was
whatever.
His,
who knows?
They back
I don't know.
Back. But
we don't know.
We've seen stranger things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The one she might have been common law married to may not be any of the baby daddy.
You never know.
Right.
She was young and dumb. But she ain't gonna tell you the truth.
Right. So, but he was a white stepdaddy. And that's not really common. Like,
not at all.
So
that's
this man
rare.
took you in with your child or children.
Mm-hmm.
And what was wrong? What happened?
Treated you good by what you said. And what happened? What's the story?
We gotta get into the story.
I hope she gets into this.
And any man coming along, he better ask her. You better ask her why she left that man and he ain't do nothing to her. Because she gonna leave your behind. Why? You could treat her all good. Flowers, roses, Valentine's gifts, anniversary, all that. She gonna
all that. She gonna leave you.
So this man that you was with for 10 years, why couldn't y'all just stay get married? Y'all have kids? How many kids do you have together when? 2. Why couldn't you two just be together? What was the issue? Why'd y'all break up after 10 years?
Because he kept allowing his mom to interfere with our business.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Well, so a white man is the preference. So a white man or a biracial.
That was it.
He was a mama's boy.
I mean, you couldn't address that if that was all that was there. You couldn't address that. Like, please, can you just keep mama love out of our business? It's not. I don't think it's appropriate. It's me and you here. Explain, talk, use your voice, speak on it. Like, if that's all you had to say about that man, who already, see, I see as I'm thinking about it now, it's coming out. Maybe the white man populace doesn't engage in stepdaddiery, if that's a word. It is now, like our men do. So maybe his mom was giving him some, like, yeah, you gonna take that girl? She got I'm not saying it's right, but she probably was judging her. But if you felt that was the only obstacle between you being with this man, you could address that. Just pull his coat, talk to him, use your words, conversate. You can come on here and talk to Kendra. You could have talked to that man. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I wasn't there, but that sounds like a piss poor set of circumstances to leave a otherwise, from what she said, a good man. Like, check that. Like, he a grown man. Like, he should be able to, say what he needs to say, mama. Then, maybe you might want to ease up, fall back. I got this. Whatever's the case. And as a thing, and let me just go off a little bit on the men for our brothers out there. We love mama. Mama love is everything. We all understand that. But we gonna have, sometimes you might have to tell mama, mama, I got this. I'm a grown man. Because it might, I don't know how he felt towards this young lady, but it could be a young lady that you're digging or serious about, that have some prospects with. You might have to check mama love and say, mama, I got this. Just as a side note. But go ahead, Queen. Sorry about that.
I was gonna say, or you showed up to the door looking like this.
Oh God.
And mama and mama said, boy, you can't you gonna bring her to Thanksgiving? Not again. That ratchet girl. The girl with the
Queen is in full roast mode right now.
The girl with them braids. What's those things that be hanging off her head?
Them extension cords. She got them extension cords in her hair.
You gonna bring her, okay, with the kids.
Could have been.
It could have been. It could have been.
The white populace and the white family is all about legacy. Right. And continuing the work, and they're in tune with that. They don't take on the legacy of other men and things of that nature. That's not their genuine pastime. They just don't engage in stuff like that. And that comes familial. That's from the family. So I would think his people would be apprehensive about him doing this stepdaddy role. And add on, if you show up like this, ain't nobody fond of that. I mean, come on, this is insane. Like, ethnic, we have our hairstyles and our things and the things we do, but this just looks, this is stripper. Your name is Karma. You got pink brandy braids and these badly drawn on eyebrows. You look like you're going on somebody's pole.
Right. So, he couldn't bring her home to mama anyway, so.
Well, he did, and I think that's what caused this little friction. I mean, again, that's so. If his choice was this woman, that's his choice. He's a grown man. We're gonna have to step up and live your life if that's what you want to do. But I just think overall that's a piss poor, a bad reason to split up from an otherwise good man. That's what she said he was. So
she said he was good. So,
or maybe she making that up. That's just something that would, how it'll get the people on her side. She can't really say what was the real issue. But we'll see.
Racial man, but white men are the preference. Okay. Now, should the man make a certain amount of money? Wait 7 seconds.
I don't care about the money. As long as I can take care of myself, he take care of himself. When it comes time to build, then that's when that matters.
Say again.
I said as long as I take care of myself and he can take care of himself until the time comes that we can actually collaborate and build our own, then that's when that matters. It doesn't matter right now if I'm dating you, because you're not liable to pay my bills. I'm not liable to pay your bills. So unless we are going to collaborate together, then that's when it matters.
Okay. Let's do the KendraG.
All right. Woo.
See what she got on. Oh, they long.
Got 2 sports bras?
They are long braids.
Can y'all see? We got your legs.
Oh, look at them.
They're all down her back. You better not stand too close to a car door or elevator.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
We can see you.
It's hard for me to see for some reason, but I could probably see.
She want to see your whole body.
My ring light is so bright sometimes it's just hard for me.
Man, please, Kendra. That's the only bright light, the brightest bulb in the whole house.
Looks like you have a shape.
Oh, shape.
A shape. Man, we all got a shape.
All right, we got you, Karma. Come back to the phone, baby girl.
I've been really excited to actually be on here. I'm so sorry. I've been really excited to get on here. Like, I've been watching you for a very long time, and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna stop at love. I'm gonna find me my guy, because I don't want to be single.
This is what Kendra does.
I do not want to be single.
Okay. When was your last relationship, honey?
2015.
What?
That's 2015. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
A year ago.
Wait a minute. The math ain't mathing for me. She how old? 35. Last relationship 2015. That was 9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That bring her to
26. She was 26, 20, 35, 25, 26.
26 years old. So when was you in this 10-year relationship?
With the second dude.
I don't know, maybe
caught lying. Somebody's
the
been
math
caught out there.
Cause how you been out of a relationship for 9 years, but you was in a relationship for 10 years. 35, take the 9. We
You
gotta
14,
do a little.
you be 16.
We gotta do a little arithmetic here. Now I know
I believe
my
you
math.
at 14, 15 when you had a baby with another dude. So how? Whoa.
You had the baby when you was 16, 17 by the first dude. This the second baby daddy.
Mm-hmm.
How was you with him for 10 years though?
And away from him for another 10 years. And you're only 35, quote unquote.
Unless she's not 35.
Probably. Makes sense.
Fellas, if y'all hit her up, make sure you get your calculator and
word.
run down these numbers here.
Word.
You better get you a notepad, a pen, get a pencil, because you might have to erase some stuff.
She revealing. Young and dumb. She probably was with that dude the whole time. Baby by another.
And
who knows,
cheating,
man?
And could be cheating with the
Who
other
knows?
dude. Lord. But make sure you do your math. And this goes with all these chicks. You got to do your math with them.
Definitely.
Do the math. Because some of the math don't be mathing.
Definitely.
Do your math.
Mm-hmm.
A year ago. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
I'm too patient. I'm an empath. I believe that turns into a flaw for me because like I understand so much that it blinds me sometimes to actually allow people to pretend with me so they can use me. So I don't never have blinders on. I just take people face value, if that makes sense. And then it just, I don't know, like I'm an empath, I'm too nice, and I give a lot. I like to give.
She likes to give.
These are flaws.
Okay.
Good flaws. She gives the good flaws. And man, please, man.
She like to give her womb. That's what she like to give.
Amongst other things.
Lord, empath. Just say you're an empath. All this explaining what that means. What we gotta explain? We all know what an empath. The only person that probably allegedly don't know is Kendra.
Correct. And she's used maybe 3 terms. See, you've gotten these books, these psychoanalytical books, and now you just selecting things out of them. And I'm this and I'm that, and putting labels and titles, and just deal in the human, deal in the vibes. Don't put so many titles on yourself and put yourself in these limitations. And I'm one of these, so that means I'm this. And like, stop with all that. That's a younger woman's thing too. Generations before, we didn't have all these terms and titles and all of this explanations of why you doing bad or not doing as good as you're supposed to be. Like all this, I'm an empath, I'm an extrovert, I'm a this, and that's ridiculous. Those titles are not ridiculous. They do have meaning, and they do have symptoms or character attributes that go with it. But don't be so quick to just throw a title on yourself, and now you put the blanket over yourself. Now you got to live under those parameters. Now she don't know what she's confused when she's trying to explain it. So how can she live up to it? She can't even explain it properly. So do you understand it? Like, come on, man. Ladies, stop. Let's stop with the terms and just deal in the real. Let's deal in the character, the back and forth, the interaction. Not if he's an introvert, I'm an extrovert. I'm an empath. He's a sympath. He's a this, he's a that. Let's not do it. No, do away with that. Deal in the real. Maybe you might have a better chance. Like all these ridiculous terms, they're not helping you get a man. She said, "I'm here. I want to get my man. I'm not gonna stop." You think that's what this show does? Y'all think? Do the women that call think that they're any closer to getting a man by getting on this show? That's ridiculous. That's totally ridiculous. It might be harming your prospect to get a man by coming on the Kendra show.
Now, why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Karma?
Because I am mature, because I'm funny, and I do carry myself as a character of being someone's wife one day. I'm very classy. I'm not a masculine woman. A lot of men, you know, they claim they like masculine women or they don't like masculine women, but it kind of backfires. So I'm just throwing that out there to all you guys. I'm not masculine. I'm very feminine. So yeah. So pick me.
Pick me on.
You said pick me. Now you know how girls feel about that. They don't like. Well, I see this all the time in the comments about pick me girls.
Kendra, don't do it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't understand the. I guess I understand the notion. When they say pick me, they're saying a girl is doing anything to be picked. I guess I get that. But I think you want to be the girl that men want to date. And just like you want to be a guy that women want to date. So in that case, I look at pick me as different.
I'm not trying to say pick me as like pick me, I'll do anything to be with you. No, I'm not like that. It's just like I was just like, hey, you know, if you look for a good woman that, you know, that actually like to cook and actually clean and, you know, that know how to nurture, hey, you know, right here, woohoo, you know.
Now listen, I'm not going to challenge your desire, your preference with a white man.
Yes.
Would a black man have the chance?
Oh yeah.
Okay, he would do. Okay. Now you told me why I gotta be lucky with you. Do you want more kids?
What the hell?
No.
No kids.
I know I'm telling too much of my business, but fellas, I got a hysterectomy. I'm not getting pregnant. Sorry.
Hysterectomy.
Okay, so he has to
He can have kids. It just depends on the age, and it just depends on the relationship of how he co-parents with the mom. You know, I really I have my boys, so me and their dad, we don't really correspond. The only time is when we talk is if he's taking the kids somewhere or he's visiting the kids or something like that. I don't talk to him. I don't have no type of relation with him at all. Like, we have a strong bond when it comes to parenting. So if you are like that, then I can get along with that, you know, because if we're going to be family oriented, that's important. Like, I have to get to know you. I have to get to know who are you surrounded by, because that's important too. So
nah.
Okay, real quick, the comment section, the cousins in the
Come on, comments
are going crazy over the word clean. What did you say about clean? Because they keep saying clean, clean, clean. What did you say about clean? And why are you guys the comment section going crazy with the word clean?
Oh, because I think when we first got on, you was asking me what is my business, like what do I do for a living, and I said I have a cleaning business. I have my own cleaning business. I don't know.
Oh, let me ask you a question. I couldn't really see during the Kendra cam, but was your house clean when you did the Kendra cam?
Okay.
Wow.
I couldn't see. The lights were
bright. They see
but for
my dresser. That's why. Look, listen. I was trying to get ready for the Kendra show. Okay, so nobody's perfect. Okay, so I'm pretty sure everybody has a bone in their closet or two. So mind your biz. Mind your biz.
Touch the nerve.
Okay, that's where it came from. I didn't know, but I kept seeing it over and over and over again. So I'm like, there got to be something to this. All right.
Yeah,
so dresser's not clean.
I got stuff on my dresser. Yes. So what? It's called hair stuff. So I'm a girl.
Okay. But other than that,
make her walk through the house.
Too. I'm a girl too, and all my hair products are put up.
I'm done.
Neatly placed in the bathroom.
I'm done.
My counters are clean. Like, I don't. Let's continue.
She knows how to clean. Yes. She has a cleaning business. Okay. All right. What's the age range you would date? You're 35. Okay, I don't mean to stay here. Now they're telling me to ask you, do you have ketchup on your dresser and your
Oh
Hey,
no, that's
yo.
actually paint. That was actually I have paint in a bottle because I do painting, but that's something that I like to do. That's not something like a business or nothing like that.
And it was all in her background.
Okay. Child, the cousins gonna see everything. So it's not ketchup or her dresser, it was paint. Okay.
It was
Now,
all in her
what's the
background.
age range you want to date? You're 35.
33 to
Just say
40.
35
That's
and
it. 33 to 40. That's it.
Should he be in
Jesus
PA?
Christ.
He can, preferably. But if it's outside, like different states, I'll go down to Florida. How about that? I'll just go down to Florida.
What? Now you gonna date the person in one state?
Okay.
Listen, man.
So we got Karma, PA, 35 is a
Oh my
Sagittarius. Does tax prep, has a cleaning company, aspiring author, mom to 3 children by 2 men, was once in a common law marriage
Oh, they lying.
for 10
Talking about they
years,
saw a roach.
prefers a white man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody said I see a roach. Where do you see a roach, baby?
If y'all look on the right side of her head, I think they talking about that, but it looked like a hole in the wall or something.
Right, like where you would hang something. That's what I gathered it was.
Right.
Don't even look. Look, baby girl. Look, you better leave that alone. Your cousin's gonna get the best of you. You better leave that alone.
Them cousins will find a picture of a roach in your room. Don't do that. Don't. And you shouldn't have went over there by that dresser anyway, because
for sure
you should know that these cousins look at every single detail, like that pillow back there and all of that, and
everything,
curtains
everything.
Right. Come on now, just leave it alone. Leave it.
Don't even answer that. Don't even answer that.
Where?
Now see,
they funny.
They gonna make you turn. They gonna make you go through the house. Don't tempt them now.
Don't do it. Don't do that.
Somebody send Kendra, I'll send you $100. Let her walk through her whole house.
Well, I don't see one.
Oh.
I don't see one.
Okay.
I don't see no roach. I mean, I see that thing in the back, but
Kendra.
what I know, roaches don't stand still. So
my paint is coming off my wall. That's what that is.
That's paint coming off the wall.
Kendra, don't you shouldn't even.
No, it's a little black circle next to the paint coming off the wall. But that can't be a roach because it's not moving. Roaches move.
Thank you. I'm glad that someone has common sense other than people in the comment section.
Kendra ain't never seen a roach.
Common sense.
Allegedly.
A roach. You should have just left this alone, sis. Just
leave this alone. Why are we talking about roaches?
You should just left it alone.
Ain't no white man coming up.
Nah.
She got roaches.
White men allergic to roaches.
Is that a roach?
He knows roaches before he come in. This is radar. Like, that's roaches in there.
I better stop playing with Karma. Karma, you told me why I gotta be lucky to be with you. All right, let's do it. How can the guys reach out to you?
You can reach out to me Facebook or Instagram, Karma Surreal. So it's the same thing. Karma, KARMA SURREAL, Karma Surreal.
Karma Surreal. All right, boo. Will you keep me posted?
I hope I find somebody so I can get back on here and tell you all about it because I'm excited. So thank you, Kendra, for this opportunity, and have a good Valentine's Day.
Explains the red.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye, baby girl. Bye-bye.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
We're gonna do our final thoughts very quickly here. We covered a lot in this video. Sis, I want to know what type of lip color that is. When you lick your lips, it don't come off. What type of that seems like that's waterproof or something.
You're right.
Where you get your lip color? Now I don't want that color now.
No.
But I need a good lip color that don't come off.
Makes sense. I might have to compare
notes. Is not it. That look like If you was born in the 90s, your mama had that color.
Yeah.
Or some
Baseboard.
type of
That's that TLT.
Your mama had some type of lip liner, some type of rouge.
Something tacky like that.
Right.
Tacky colors. Dark. It's a little tacky.
It's dark. That's why in the 90s they looked older, because that lipstick was dark.
Yeah.
And the eyebrows was thin and all of that. It's all makeup.
Right.
That's why they look older. But
Absolutely.
they look younger now. They're in their 40s.
And they look younger than they looked in the 90s.
Yeah.
So ain't that
it's
something?
all about the makeup.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, sis, you're gonna have to do something about the aesthetics and your qualifications and stuff here. Like, you gonna have to expand, open that up. You got 3 kids, you and divested with the white man and all of that. You potentially want a brother, but you really want the white man. Okay, divested.
Man, I mean, it didn't work.
You think a black man gonna come in and take care of them white kids?
Them little half breeds.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe we've seen stranger things, and our brothers do that. So you might have a better chance with a brother than a white man, I think. Sadly to say.
You want another stepdaddy? I miss stepdaddies, and y'all won't. Like,
I'm saying.
Anyways, that's all I gotta say. I'm done.
Okay. So for me, yet again, you read a couple psych books, and now she's got the world figured out, and she's a this, and he needs to be a that. She should just open up her filters, maybe expand her horizons a little bit. Maybe she would be all right. I mean, our sisters are beautiful, period. So she does have some natural beauty, so her prospects ain't bad. But the aesthetics, the penciled in eyebrows, and the pink brandy braids ain't gonna do it, especially if you're trying to divest or continue to divest, per se. She's already done it. She's been down the path. Maybe one day she'll see the error in her ways, but she got to let go of a lot of this terminology that she's trying to base her life off of. That really, in the overall sense, it doesn't mean anything. It just terms. It's not going to determine anything. You should be with an extrovert. Maybe you should be with somebody who's more out there. Maybe you should stop trying to fit your man, get a man and fit him in a box instead of just having a man in his natural state. Like, maybe that might help. But that's what we think. We're always curious of what you guys think. So please get down in the comments. We totally 100% free thought, 360-degree thinkers. We love the feedback. We love to have you here. So on your way out, sub up if you like. We'll be back with another banger real soon. Once again, thanks again. I'm T, my co-host and Lioness Z. We'll catch you on the next one.